Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello? That's the Jag calling. Let me click over real quick to let my Jag talk it. I eat it, ooh, Pac-Man. That's the way my neck talking. Right? I ain't never coming back the way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you got back. My bad, but I'm past that. But a NASDAQ, that's cash. When the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab brown man. When it come back, I'ma give it back. My bad when the check hit, the direct hit. I'm glad when the check missed the direct hit. I'm sad like, who's that knocking at my window? My window. They say that it's the money, I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you up like a limbo. She said she not a, she an. Ooh, why you do that like that? It's a lot of money, why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bag. You ain't getting too bad, my bag. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back.
What you want, what you need, tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver, I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the hit. I would never get it off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Take your eyes off me, you don't want to see me when I'm gone. Morals, stories wrong. Everything I gave and everything I lost. Good things come at a cost. I left it on your head, and when you ever overstay it, your thoughts are never everything you want till when you want. I'ma take it in the head with the signs of the distort. I'ma leave it on the side. You run the Christ when I break on this set. Let me speak on behalf of the dead. I'ma leave, I'ma speak. I'm the sick in the head. Come on, come on. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Tell the risk I was never at the hit. I would never get it off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off.
All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. We thought the old place was loud. Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with the Seattle Seahawks. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. This is Chris Carson, 1,000-yard rusher a year ago. And he'll take this up near the 30. Maybe the 34.
Desmond Trufant brought him down.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Let's go, let's go. Let's get there. Show it up, show it up. Check three, check three, check three.
He will find the rookie from Ole Miss. That's DK Metcalf. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Seahawks 7, Falcons 0. Michael Dixon sets the kickoff.
Set. Off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Ryan. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things did we do on 3rd down. That's a nice start for them in this one.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Returnable for Lockett. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out.
And this is caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. Myers connects on the PAT. And that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Solomon Thomas has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. That's a 49-yard punt, 8, though, on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10.
Watch twins. 45.
Off the play fake, Mariota. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Devondre Campbell flies in to blow that play up.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks. Great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Chopper. Motion. Bumps up the helmet. Here we go.
Another try after the first down sack. Mariota, he's going to rifle one deep left side. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10, right at the 30.
SOS. Watch the safety creep.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Ryan, this one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Mohamed Sanu is a guy that is often overlooked because he just quietly goes about his business. But how about last season? Had a career-high 838 yards on 66 catches, and he can also play wildcat quarterback for you as well. What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Cut. Hey, check.
Now it's Ryan. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
I got him.
Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the off.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
Ready to go. Hey, Tuesday. Here we go. Echo. Let's go.
From the shotgun, Ryan under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this 1st quarter. Back now in Atlanta, 2nd quarter action. The Falcons with for long as they're in punt formation to kick it away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. A reminder, later tonight, Sunday Night Football will see a game in the NFL 100 series, a rematch of the very first AFL-NFL championship game, later, of course, known as Super Bowl I. It pits the Packers against the Chiefs from Arrowhead, and that should be a fun one. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And I think the ball's out. And the Falcons grab it. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
And Falcons fans everywhere excited that Devontae Freeman is back on the field wearing number 24 in the red and black. Remember, he went down in week 2 in 2018 with an injury and didn't return. They're hoping to see the form that led him to 1,000-yard seasons in 2015 and 2016.
54, South. We got 3. I got 2.
On second and 1, Ryan to the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Julio Jones, his Pro Bowl receiver, and it's 3rd and short. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down. They'll try and throw for him with Ryan. And that is going to be incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. First down, Mariota. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. It was Jaron Reed who got him down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Tavecchio puts this one through, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
On play action, Mariota. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. He's coming. Whoa. He's coming. Double up. Hurry. What? Go.
Now it's the backup Smith. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That'll put him close to 100 yards receiving. He's at 98, and he's got a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
They're not ready for this.
On first down, it's Carson. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
One. I got it.
On 2nd and 9, Mariota. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. Third and short yardage, Mariota. And that will be incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They're indeed going. It's Mariota. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
39.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Hey, white. 54. Go. Right there. 54, right there. Gun. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Ryan. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
The Falcons on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile.
It's going to be a long day. 25 tonight. 21. Hey, check.
Now Ryan. Looking deep for Julio. This is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons draw a bit closer. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at...
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. A new life now following the late turnover, and maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in because they're really maybe one completion away from giving their kicker a shot, and that gives them a chance to get some points up on the board.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, Slam.
Ryan leads with Freeman on the draw. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
I'm coming after you. 58. Coming after you. Alert flare.
Now it's Ryan. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. Look at the big man rumble. He's at the 30, past the 20. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. Big boy earning his lunch. That's what you call rumbling with the ball, Charles.
Big man with football. He wasn't just earning lunch, Brandon. He was earning dinner. He was
midnight snack.
Everything that you could possibly do, he did it on that play to pick up the ball and go.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes it a 21-10 game. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
Just 11 seconds to go in the half as they have it 1st and 10.
Come on, boy. You better be ready. Check. 25. Check 25. X3. 218. Jumper. Get out.
Here's Ryan. Being chased out left. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Trying to disrupt Julio Jones there, the intended target. A little too close, got the flag thrown.
I'm not sure anyone can cover Julio Jones one-on-one for very long without getting their share of pass interference calls. His size, his speed, his physicality makes it almost impossible to do.
So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at about the 32.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Base. Wild Bill. Mike 54.
Here's Ryan to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long.
And that's caught inside the 35. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it. Hey, you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Ryan. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And they'll get this down to the 10. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Ryan now just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a 1st and 10. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, his 9th touchdown of the season. And now the Falcons are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game. Now Ryan leading the Falcons up to go for 2. Throws right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Where are they, team? Three. 1. Echo.
Mariota from the gun on third down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Here's Ryan. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Ryan. Over the middle, complete. It's Hodges. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 16 yards, a 1st down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. And
he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Falcons have taken the lead. The lefty Tavecchio now to add the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Left side complete to Lockett. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Undercut. $45. Mike, 45. I'm going. One. Back to you. One. Hey, check 20.
Mariota now to throw on 1st down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Desmond Trufant. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field, so play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Ryan. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down. Then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back. But it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now a pass hauled in downfield, and that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on third down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. Now it's Lockett. A terrific return there, 27 yards all told. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And now it's second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Watch the twitch. Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike. Three. Safety's creeping. Kill. Hey, turn it up. One.
Mariota on first down. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Who's that? Who's that? One. 45. Check Mike 45. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long smoke. It's going to be a long day. 45.
Mariota again. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And down to the 19-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The rookie DK Metcalf, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
Rush in. Check. Hatch it. Where are they, team?
This is Carson. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short definitely was a great time to dial one up.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. forced out to us. And now here is another interception. Picked up by DeMonte Kazin. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10.
Man, I got you. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Got. Move.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And Freeman lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
Mariota now after the fumble recovery. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Chris Carson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. A very important extra point there, up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now Ryan on 1st down. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Somebody missed an assignment. He was waving his arm saying, hey, I'm wide open. They found him.
You think? You think? I mean, he was so wide open. Did you see he was just windmilling like he was Don Quixote or somebody out there? And then they found him for a really nice gain.
The end result, 21 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? They'll run on 1st down. It's Freeman. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Get up! Get up!
On 2nd down, Freeman. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Wait!
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. A 20th carry now for Freeman. The tackle is made by Adoree Jackson.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. It's just warm up. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Go, go, go.
Here's Ryan. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Jaron Reed in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Throwing now is Ryan. This one complete to Devontae Freeman. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. The kick by Tavecchio is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
Off the play fake, Mariota. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Mariota. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
Check Mike 45. Hey, we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. 45's the mic. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
Here's Mariota. Dancing to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
It's 2nd down and goal at the 5-yard line.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
Watch out, watch out. Check 52.
Now again, right side. Carson, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson with 6 seconds remaining, and the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. The extra point now coming from Myers. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. So they'll quickly now signal for the timeout. And it's definitely not looking good, but at least they'll have one final play to hope for that miracle and get them in the end zone.
Ready. White 25. White 5-4. 3 bud. 22. Ready, set. Mike 54. I'm coming. All right, 25 back.
Now Ryan. Oh, wide open, complete. Give him 30 yards there. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? Oh, hey, Sonata. Hey, South. Here we go. Gun. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Base. Watch the sled. Right there. Go. All right, 25.
One last shot for Ryan. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for the Seahawks, they continue to cruise through this first half of the schedule as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.